Alright, update number 3. I know before I was trying to do these once a week, but and it's been 3 weeks. And what happened was I had to go back to the orthopedic doctor to get a new set of x-rays done and reevaluate where I was at, what progress I'd made, that kind of stuff. Went in there the first day, and this was 2 weeks ago for my 6-week update, so now it's been 9 weeks. So I walk in there, and the guy that's taking my x-rays shot a picture of my knee, and the first words out of his mouth was, "You're a bone growing SOB." And I thought, well, that's awesome. Awesome. Great. Progress. So I get in the room with the orthopedic surgeon, and he says, he double checked the dates on it, and then he asked me, and he said, the reason I ask is because your 6 weeks x-rays look like more like somebody during their 8-week x-rays. So I'm like 2 weeks ahead of schedule at that point. Awesome. Great. That's fantastic. So he tells me I need to go back to a physical therapist and update my workout, exercises, whatever you want to call them. So we screwed around and ended up taking 2 weeks to get an appointment to go in there the first time, and that was last Thursday that I went for the first time. I had 3 whole exercises to that point that I was able to do with my leg, and I couldn't do anything with my arm as far as like trying to push the limits or work it or anything, because it wouldn't bear any weight up here at the shoulder. I don't want to belabor the point because y'all saw the x-rays when I posted those as part of the video, but the head of this humerus is broken completely off the shaft of the bone, and then there's another place where it's broken in half diagonally all the way through here, and then it's splintered at the bottom by the head where it meets the elbow. So that humerus is basically destroyed. They put a rod in there, and I'm finally getting to where I can put a little bit of weight on it and start having some range of motion stuff other than just that little bit of motion I was able to do before. And if you were sharp-eyed enough, you know that the last video I did, I could raise it up about that high on my own muscle power. But if I wanted to move this arm from the arm of my wheelchair to my lap, or from my lap to the arm of this wheelchair, you would see me reach down and pick it up and move it, because that bone wasn't able to take even that much weight and that much flexed muscle. Well, they gave me a pulley to hang from the door so I can use this arm to pull this one up, you know, up, down. And before Thursday, I could raise this arm about that high with my own muscles, and I could take this other arm and push it up to about right here. That was the maximum I could do with it, period. I mean, even with another arm pushing on it, that's as far as I could go. And the day after I stretched out with that pulley the first time, and now of 4 days of using it, I can do that. And if I've got the pulley attached, this arm will go way on up here. So I'm going to call this episode Milestones, because that's exactly what it is. To be able to go from right here to right here, that's within 4 days. That's huge. Absolutely huge. And I'm so happy. But I know it's not going to be like another week of it and I'm going to have full range of motion. It's going to go straight up and behind my back a little bit. No, this is another one of those things where I'm going to reach a plateau, and instead of a big increase in range of motion from here on out, it's just going to get less painful as that arm gets used to being worked and stretched and moved in that direction quite a bit. And the leg too, I'm cleared to bear just a little bit of weight with this leg now. So when I stand up, I can stand flat-footed with this foot touching the ground, and I can put just enough weight on it to help balance myself, so I don't have to be always looking for a handhold in case I fall. Because with this leg and this arm, if I were to fall, I mean, there's no way I could spin myself around and land somewhere where I wasn't going to just destroy myself again. But I mean, you see how far that leg is bent. I think they measured it 80 degrees. It's what I could do at physical therapy, which means I can sit in a chair with my foot on the floor now, which is awesome because for a month and a half, I could not do that. The last couple of weeks or so before I went back to the doctor's office, I could do it, but I could do it for about 5 minutes at a time, and now I can sit here all day like this and be fine. They've also cleared me to do just enough weight to where I can do a leg extension, and if I'm sitting on the floor, that leg will straighten out every bit as far as this one will. But just using my own muscle power, this quad right here still feels like jello. There's no muscle tone in it right now. And whatever the deal is with that joint, when I go to do my leg extension with this arm, with this foot, you can see the difference. That's as far as that leg will go. So hopefully we'll get some improvement in that over time. That's pretty much it as far as updates. Other than those milestones, the rest of the update is just the same as it always has been. Every couple of days I find out that I can do something today that I couldn't have done yesterday or the day before. And as long as there's little incremental improvements like that and things that I can do today that I couldn't do yesterday, it's extremely easy for me to stay positive and be in a good frame of mind about it and to want to keep working at it and trying and pushing a little bit harder to get everything done and get better. Still no illusions that I'm going to be able to get up and walk around anytime soon. No, that's going to be a while. But anything I can do today that I couldn't do yesterday is huge. It's huge for me. It's a confidence booster. It's a motivator. It just makes me feel better, period. So things are good. Y'all have a good day.